Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Sakshatkratam Dayanandam Paramartha Swarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Vagartha Viva Sampraktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Enakshara Samamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Krishnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviriyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma vidvishavahai Shanta Shanta Shanti. Pratyaya. Swamiji also said pratyaya. That pratyaya is different, cognition, okay. Pratyaya means thought. That's different pratyaya. This grammar pratyaya is different. I know. So pratyaya is different. Sambit, Pullinga, Strilinga Shabda. Yesha Sambit Swayam Prabha Akaranta. Okay, Sambit. Sambit like I think Upanishad Shabda, we will see that later. It's going to come, right? Sambit. Many names are there, Sambit, Chaitanyam, all means consciousness. Okay. Now, Pratyaya. Pratyaya is suffix. Pratyaya comes after Ashabda, Dhatu Ashabda. We call it as Prakriti, right? If the Prakriti is Shabda, then the Pratyaya is Sut-Pratyaya. If the Prakriti is Dhatu, the Pratyayas are Ting Pratyaya. Now, in the context of Dhatu, the Pratyayas added to Dhatus, classified into Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya. Remember that. Okay. All these are names, Sanya, names. So many Sanyas we have seen so far. You remember? Guna, Sanya, Vriddhi, that is also a Sanya. It letters, it, that is a Sanya, right? Then Sarvadhatukam, Ardhatukam, Pratyaya, Pratipadikam, all these are Sanya, okay? I mean, so many Sanyas are there, right? We have seen all these are Sanyas. Sanya is definitions, names. Sanya is names. Sanya Sutra is a sutra which defines the Sanya. Okay, then there is something called Sanya T. T, not that T. T is a Sanya. That is also Sanya. We are going to see later. Now, simple thing now. Now the Pratyaya added to Dhatus, you know, Sarvadhatukam, Ardha Dhatukam, right? And what do you mean by Sarvadhatukam? Ting Shit Sarvadhatukam. That is, the Pratyayas added to Dhatu, which are Ting. Ting is what? Tiptasji, Siptasta, Mipasmas. You need to know, memorize this. How many of you know? Please do it. Ta atam jha, tha satam dham, it magi, magi. You have to remember this. This original Pratyayas, which replaces Lakara in general. Lakara is a Pratyaya, Lakara, added to Dhatu. And if the Lakara is Lat, Lat stands for present tense, right? Then this original Pratyayas changes. It transforms into Ti, Taha, Anti, Si, Taha, Tha, Mi, Vaha, Maha. Similarly, Te, Ate, Ante, Se, Ite, Dve. Then Ye, Mahe, Mahe, and all. For Lat Lakara. That you remember now. In fact, that for now you remember this. For Lat Lakara, that is present tense. Tip, Sip, and nip. Lat is also a sanya, the name. Says name, lat. Lakara, under lat lakara, lat. Lat is the pratyaya. It's a pratyaya. The pratyaya is called lat. In the sense of that lat pratyaya is added in the sense of present tense. Vartamane. So this siptas, siptas, ta. Here it is, anti. This you remember. This is enough now. From the original pratyaya corresponding to Parasmepadi, we are deriving this for lat. Okay. We will see the sutram and all later, how it is derived, what are the things, right? Huh? Yeah, anti. Huh? G, not me, G. G is original. This is for the lat lakara, I said. Okay. Tipta G is original. From that, for lat lakara, we derive these pratyayas. For every lakara pratyayas, for the original pratyayas, we will derive. Okay, the original pratyaya will undergo transformation. Transformation is what? Applying rules to changes. Okay. What? Right, this is what lat. Don't worry about how it transforms and all that. A lot of rules are there. That we will study when we study Ashtadhyaya. So, this is a shortened Siddhanta Kaumudi. See, Siddhanta Kaumudi is the commentary on the Mahageshwara, which is commentary on the Panini Sutra Pata. It's a big one. People are afraid to read, touch it even. Later, it was written by Bhattoji Dikshita. Later, another author came, Varadacharya. He came and condensed that, shortened that. Madhya Siddhanta Kaumudi, middle. That also people were afraid. Very difficult to read, they thought. Then he made it Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. Simple, Laghu Siddhanta. That also we find difficult. Then I somehow found out this recently, just a few days before. Parama Laghu. If this is also difficult, then I have to write Parameshti Laghu. Okay. This is book got only 500 sutras. This is what I have planned to cover in the 2 years. We go to slow pace and covers all the topics. All the topics of Laghu. We will see. In fact, I like to go through Ashtadhyaya only. Okay. I don't follow this Laghu and all. But let us see. Depends on you. Okay. We will see. I don't have any plan. Open. So now, so we are going to just see Dhatuhu plus lat. Understand what is lat? Lat is a pratyaya added in the sense of present tense. Right? Dhatu plus lat. Now, yesterday I given the different ganas and the gana vikarana pratyaya. It's called Gana Vikarana Pratyaya. Gana Vikarana Pratyaya or Vikarana Pratyaya. That is, those pratyayas for the corresponding Gana groups. Okay. So first Gana, you remember the first Gana. That's called Bhavadi Gana. First Gana, first group. For first group, the pratyaya is Shab. For the first group, the pratyaya is Shab. Now, Shab is added to Shabdam or Dhatu. So, added to Dhatu. Therefore, it must be either a Sarvadhatukam or Ardhadhatukam. Right? Now, within that, is it a Ardhadhatukam? Because Shakara is a Ita letter. The content of Shab is Shakara plus A plus Pakara. Right? This is It, Shit. Pakara is also It, Pit. So therefore the content is only A. So we can call this pratyaya as Sarvadhatuka pratyaya because of Shakara being It, number one. Yes. Number 2, it is Sarvadhatuka as well as Pit. What? Pit. That is, Shak is Sarvadhatuka Pit Pratyaya. Sarvadhatuka. When I say Sarvadhatuka, because Shakara is it, therefore Sarvadhatuka. And Pakara is it, therefore Sarvadhatuka Pit. Shak is Sarvadhatuka Pit. Understand this? Yes. Why that name is important? Sarvadhatuka Pit. What about Tip? Now let me ask you. Tip is it Sarvadhatukam or Ardhadhatukam? Sarvadhatukam? Huh? Yes, tell me how is it Ardhadhatukam?
Because
It is?
not ship.
So what? What is the definition of Sarvadhatukam?
Sarvadhatukam is it should have a thing or a ship.
Is it not a thing? Then it's Sarvadhatukam only. How can be Ardhadhatukam? Yes, sir. You're right. I know. This is a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya. Don't look for only, this is a mistake you do. You look for Shit. Where is Shakara is a Yit? If Shakara is a Yit, it is Sarvadhatukam. Thing also Sarvadhatukam. Right? Yes or no? So thing means what? All the 18 Pratyayas. That I've been saying repeatedly. All the 18 Pratyayas, Tip, Tasji, Sip, Tas, Tha, Mipasmas, and Ta, Tamja, all these, the 18 Pratyayas are Sarvadhatukam, and also the Pratyayas which are added to Dhatu, which has Shakara as Ita letter, they are also Sarvadhatukam. Right? I will type and show you everything in detail, but you understand now. Understanding should be here, okay? Thing, Shit, Sarvadhatukam. That's the definition. Thing is 18 Pratyaya. So if I ask you whether this is Sarvadhatukam, you have to close your eyes and say, yes, Sarvadhatukam only. Right? Yes or no? Okay. Then Pakara is what? Ita letter, it goes away. Therefore, what Pratyaya is, what is that now? Sarvadhatuka Pit, you can say. Right? It is Sarvadhatuka Pit. So Pakara is the Ita letter, it will go away. And what about Sip? What Pratyaya is that? Sip is Sarvadhatukam or Ardhadhatukam? Everything is Sarvadhatukam only. So Sarvadhatuka Pit, Sarvadhatuka Pit, Sarvadhatuka Pit. And this is Sarvadhatuka Pit or what? If Sakara is a Sit, it's a Ita letter, you will not get Patati Patataha, you will get only Patata. Sakara is a Ita letter there. If Sakara is a Ita letter, it goes away. Then how you get Padanta Sakara, and Padanta Sakara becomes Visarga. Right? Not that all the consonants are It. Okay, you gotta drop everything, nothing will be there then. Sakara is not a It letter. You have to note here. Sakara is not It. We have got sutra is there. Na vibhaktau tusmaha. Na vibhaktau tusmaha. That two, leave that other thing. Na vibhaktau. All these got a sanya vibhakti. Right? This is also name vibhakti is like Pratma, that vibhakti pratyaya in Shabda. Su avajas, Pratma vibhakti, Dvitiya vibhakti we say. Similarly, all these are vibhakti pratyaya. Anyway, that name you leave it out. Not required. Now, Sakara here is not It. If it is It, it goes away. Then you will not get Patati Patataha. You just stop Patata only. And you cannot say Patavaha. Patava only. So, you have to note. Sakara is not It. Don't say Sit. No. Anti. Anti is what? It letter is there? No It letter. Okay. Anta. Ta also you remove Takara is a Tit. There is no It letter. Mas. Sakara is a It letter? No. Sakara goes away, then there is no point. You will have only Patama only. Patamaga you will not get. Right? Vayam padamaha, vayam karamaha. Will you get that? So here the sakara is not it. Only pakara is it. Right? That is why I wrote in different color. Ti, ta, ti, tas, anti, si, tas, ta, mi, vas, mas. But here, this it letter I wrote to show something later. We'll see. So now this is sarvadhatuka pit. This is sarvadhatuka pit. This is sarvadhatuka and this is sarvadhatuka pit. Asit. What is that? Huh? What is that? Sarvadhatuka pit or what? I'm just taking thus as an example, okay? You can write it, all this. It is Sarvadhatukam or not? Are you sure? Yes? Sarvadhatuka. Is it a pit? No. Therefore, a pit. It is not a pit. It is not a pit, right? Dharma, adharma. Similarly, opposite. It is sarvadhatuka, a pit. What is that? Sarvadhatuka, a pit. That condition is important. Okay. Now let us take a simple dhatu. I'm taking pat dhatu. Dhatu is pata. Okay. In the dhatu pata you will find, yeah.
Please explain the pit one more time on the right side, the context.
Here.
Yeah.
Pakara is here. Is a itha letter or not? Because I have given the content is only a. Therefore shakara and pakara must be itha letter. And shap being a shit letter, shit pratyaya, therefore it is sarvadhatuka. And pakara is again, therefore pit. Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya. And all the other pratyas, these pratyas, I'm just giving an example only, thus only here. I don't want to write everything, but you understand. All the other pratyas, that is these, they are sarvadhatukam and it is not a pit, therefore a pit. Okay?
They are a pit because pakara
It's not there. Pakara is,
not at the end.
yes, pakara not there at all, not at the end. Where is pakara? Pakara not there with the pratyas. Pakara as itha letter is not with the pratyas, therefore a pit. I'm saying it is, pakara is not there, therefore a pit. Right? Now, I'll say one more thing here. That which is a pit, that which is a pit, it means what? That which is not a pit. Right? That which is not a pit will be considered to be kit. That which is not a pit will be considered to be kit. Right? Just understand. What is kit? Kit is that which where kakara is ith letter. But here kakara is not there. Doesn't matter. Even if it is not there, we will say sarvadhatuka apit will be considered to be kit. Will be considered to be kit. What is the use of saying this kit and pit? Yes, usage is there. Usage is there. I'll tell you the example. Now let us do for pat. This much you must know. Sarvadhatuka pit, sarvadhatuka apit. That which is not pit, sarvadhatuka pit, will be deemed to be a kit. If it is a kit, what happens is, it will negate guna. We are going to see that. It will negate guna happening to the dhatu. That is why it is given. Now, dhatu is pata is right? Pata is the dhatu. And here, dhatu pata you will find like this. That you have to understand that it is nasalized a. So that nasalized a is ith letter. Therefore, the content of dhatu is only pat. Dhatu is pat. Now, to this pat dhatu, we are going to derive the forms. Pratham Purusha, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. So now we are interested in Prathama Purusha Ekavachana, right? What is this pratyaya? Tip pratyaya, right? Pratyaya is added after the dhatu. Always remember, pratyaha parascha. Pratyaya always comes after. After what? After the dhatu. Pat belongs to the first gana. So when you add the tip pratyaya, right? The gana vikarana pratyaya walks in. Gana vikarana pratyaya walks in. First you have to add tip. So now the dhatu knows, yes, he is going to change me, right? Change my form. I will call my friend. My friend will come. And the friend must come immediately after me. Not after tip. Okay. The pat recognizes something this fellow is going to do. So he will call his friend, Shap will come, and Shap will come immediately after dhatu, not after tip. Don't put like that, okay? So now tip will come. Right? This is step number 1. So Gana Vikarana Pratyaya, you need to add the dhatu, corresponding Gana Vikarana Pratyaya. Up to this clear? Tip is there, Sarvadhataka Pit. Shap is there, Sarvadhataka Pit. And Pat is there. I'm just repeating the name. Okay. Now, this Pat, the Shap is a pratyaya which can do something on Pat. If it can, it can do something on, cause some effect, cause some change to the Pat dhatu. Okay, if it can, but here nothing happens. That's why I take a simple dhatu here. If it can cause some change, there you will see the usage of Pitta and Akit. We'll come to that later. Now, listen carefully. Shap, with respect to Shap, Pat is called Anga. It's a technical name. Another Sanya. Anga. What is that? Yasmat pratyaya vidihi tadadi pratyaya angam. Sutra is there. 1413, I think. Okay. It's called Anga. For Shap, Pat is the Anga. That which precedes the pratyaya. Right? You understand like that. It's called Anga. For the Shap, Pat is the Anga. And for the resultant of Pat and Shap, this will be Anga for Tip. Clear? It's something like this. 2 into 3 plus 5, suppose you do. This is the Anga. 2 into 3 for 5. Then 5 minus 2, 5 into 2 minus 2, something is there. The whole thing, suppose this will become the Anga for this. It's like that. Okay. So, for the Shap, Pat is the Anga, and whatever the happens, the resultant of this combination, whatever the result, the effect, the Karya, we call Karya, Anga Karya, that will be the Anga for Tip. Okay. Now, Pat is there, right? Pat, and Shap is, the content of Shap is therefore so Pat plus plus Tip. Now, for Tip, what is the Anga? Pata. Pata is the Anga. Pata is the Anga. And the Pakara is the Ita letter. So, Ita letter goes away. Here, no Anga Karya possible. When Anga Karya possible, I will tell you later. Here, nothing is there. So, you get Patati. Right? You get Patati. Now, I will give example for Anga Karya, where the change can happen to the Anga. So Anga is another term that you need to know. Now let us take the important dhatu, Bhu dhatu. Here nothing happens. Okay, what is the big deal? Pat plus A plus T. This is how you would have studied, right? But what was A is Shab, and this is Tib. The Pakara is a either letter goes away. Nothing happens here, but not all the time. Now we are going to see where the Sarvadhataka Pith, that Pith attribute is important. And later on we will talk about the Kith attribute. What is the importance of Kith attribute? Okay, now let us take Bhu. Bhu plus Tip. Bhu is the first dhatu. Bhu Sattayam. The sense of being. Bhu plus Tip. Bhu is which gana? So when you add Tip Pratyaya, what walks in? Where the Shab will come after Tip? No. Immediately after the dhatu, you have to write Shab plus Tip. For Shab, what is the Anga? You can write later, you can just watch. For Shab, what is the Anga? Bhu is the Anga. And for Tip, what is the Anga? Bhu plus Shab is the Anga. First you have to mark this. You have to, because you are going to resolve resolve the Karya, resolve this combination. That will become the Anga for Tip. That is why I wrote like this. First, Bhu and Shab we will do, and the combination of that will be the Anga for Tip. Then the Tip, if it can do cause any effect on that, it will do. Otherwise, it will not. Like in this case, there is no effect on the Anga. Just simple addition, right? In that case. But here you will see a change will happen. Bhu is what pratyaya? Sorry, Shab is what pratyaya? Sarvadhataka? Shite Sarvadhataka Pith. What is that? Sarvadhataka Pith. This I am giving you some rule now. Anga Karya. Anga Karya is the effect on the Anga. The effect on the Anga which a Sarvadhataka Pith can do. Sarvadhataka Pith, Anga Karya. Okay. Number 1. If a Sarvadhataka, listen to me, you can write later. Please listen. If a Sarvadhataka Pith Pratyaya follows, the Anga which ends with ik letter. What letter? What are ik letters? E, U, E, U, R, L. E stands for E also. U for U also. So, Anga ending with ik letter. Anga Karya, ik letter. That is Anga ending with ik letter. This Anga Karya is only when a Sarvadhataka Pith Pratyaya follows. I am not writing that, but you have to understand. When a Sarvadhataka Pith Pratyaya follows, the ik, I will write the last ik, okay. Ik letter should be at the last, right? The last ik will become guna. Don't write this, I will rephrase this later. And I want to make it very short. The last ik will become guna. If the ik letter is there, now come here. What pratyaya follows? Sarvadhataka Pith Pratyaya. What is the last letter? Last letter of the Anga. Is it a ik? So therefore nothing happens. Just we are adding, right? If the ik letter is there, it will become guna. And the second thing is the penultimate. Last means last letter is ik, okay. If the last letter ik The last letter ik will become guna. And penultimate. What is penultimate? Last but one. The penultimate short ik. The penultimate short ik, that is rasva ik, will become guna. These two change can happen when a sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows. Important to be understood, not noted. I will write it later. I will type in the system tomorrow and show it to you. Understand. If first, listen all of you. Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows the last ik, the ik letter of the anga. The last ik letter of the anga will become guna. Will become guna, will take guna, right? If it is not there, look for the penultimate. Last but one. Penultimate means last one, last but one. Here penultimate is what? Huh? You have to say a, not pa. Pa is what? Pakara plus a. If the penultimate is short ik, it will become guna. Here, what is the penultimate letter? All of you understand penultimate? The last letter is takara, the penultimate is a. A is a ik letter? Yes or no? Therefore nothing happens, no guna happens, just simple addition. Now see here. Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows. Yes? What is the last letter here? What is the last letter? U? What is the last letter? Ik letter. And ik letter happens to be U, long U. What is the guna letter of U? That already we have seen. What are the guna letters? A, O. When I ask you what is the guna letter of U, U is what? Oshta. Which one you will select? O. So guna letter of U is O. Guna, not only U, long U also. You have to understand. Similarly, guna letter of E is E. E is A. Now, here Bakara plus U is the long U, right? That will become O. That becomes O. Understand this? Sarvadhatuka pit following the anga, anga ending with the ik letter will take guna. Understand? So U becomes O. And what is shap? The content of shap is A. This whole thing is, we have to resolve first. And then let us see what tip does to it. So this has done some karya. This is a karya. What karya? Guna karya. It has done guna, right? That is anga karya, guna karya. Now, bakara plus O, what? Bo. Bo plus A is what? Bo plus A, what sandhi is that? You have to apply sandhi rule. Huh? Bo, what sandhi is that? O plus A. Is a padanta O followed by short vowel? Is it padanta O or not? Padanta ain't. It's not a pada. Only when you add a tip only it becomes a pada. So it is not a padanta. So don't think padanta ain't. Pura rupa. No. Apply ayali sandhi. O will become what? How? So Bhav plus A. What do you get? And here tip is there. So Bhav plus A becomes Bhava. And tip is there. Tip is what pratyaya? What pratyaya? Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya. Yes or no? Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows. What will happen to the anga? What is the last letter of the anga? A. Is it a ik letter? Therefore guna will not happen. You don't have to bother about the penultimate because last letter is vowel. So penultimate cannot be a vowel. So leave it. So you get nothing. This pakara cannot do anything here. Therefore you get bhavati. Now you understand from how you get bhavati. You understand this? Yes? No? How many of you don't understand anything? penultimates are there. Just have it here. Pratyas added to dhatus are classified into Sarvadhatukam, Ardhadhatukam. Sarvadhatuka pratyas are those which are ting and shit, where shakara is the ith letter. That's clear, right? And Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows, these things can happen. When a Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows, it can cause guna to the last ik letter. It can cause guna to the last ik letter. Or, if the last letter is not a ik, then you look for the penultimate. If the penultimate is a short ik, what ik? Short ik, that is important. Short ik. Short means e, u, r, l only. You cannot take e and all. Right? If it is a short ik, then it can cause guna. That's all. After that, sandhi you apply. So here, first thing is bhu plus tip. Bhu plus tip. So we are going to derive Prathama Purusha Ekavachana form of the dhatu bhu. Right? So bhu plus tip. First you add, first step. And bhu is the first gana. Second step is gana vikana pratyaya walks in. Bhu plus shab plus tip. Number 2, second step. And now here you have to know the technical term. For shab, bhu is the anga. For tip, bhu plus shab is the anga. Right? So this is shab, sarvadhataka pit. If the sarvadhataka pit pratyaya follows, these two rules you need to remember. If the last letter is a ik, it can cause guna. So here u is there. Is a ik or not? Ik. Therefore the u will be replaced by o. So becomes bakara plus o, bo, and content of shab is a, because shab has done its angakarya. Now we can remove all the packing. With letters you can remove it. So a. So bo plus a. Apply the sandhi rule. Ayavayava sandhi. Bo plus a becomes bava. Bava plus tip. Now again sarvadhatuka pratyaya follows. Third step here. It can cause angakarya if it can. Sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya follows. What is the last letter? What is the last letter? Bo plus a is there. Bava. A is there, right? The last letter is a. Is it a ik? No. Therefore it cannot cause guna. The last letter being the vowel. The penultimate cannot be a vowel. Can it be a vowel? Can two vowels come together? If it comes together, it becomes sandhi. Right? Have you seen any word, two vowels coming together? Not possible. If it comes together, sandhi will happen. So if the last letter is a vowel, and if it is not a ik, then you don't have to bother about the penultimate letter. And penultimate letter happen to be vakara, not a ik. So don't bother. So bhava plus ti, get bhavati. Remember? Not remember. Understand? Remember, it will take some time. But you understand? Yes. Now the second one. But plus the same way, let us do for sip. Sip is Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Pat belongs to the first gana. Therefore, gana vikana pratyaya walks in. Pat plus shab plus sip. And pat is the anga for shab. Pat plus shab is the anga for sip. Second step. Sarvadhatuka pratyaya follows. Can it cause any angakarya here? Last letter is takara. Penultimate letter is not short ik. It's not even ik. It is a. Therefore, it cannot do anything. Content of shab is a. So just add. You get pata. And pata plus sip. Sip is what? Sarvadhatuka pit. Sarvadhatuka pit. Therefore, it will look for the last letter. Last letter is a, which is not ik. And the penultimate letter is takara, consonant, not a short ik. So this also cannot do any karya, no guna possible. Therefore just add, get patasi. Right? So from pat you get patasi. The same way for here also, bhu plus sip. Right? So bhu belongs to first gana, so bhu plus shab plus sip will come, right? So bhu is a anga for shab, bhu plus shab will be the anga for sip. So now sarvadhatuka pratyaya, shab follows. will happen to Gu? Guna will happen. Why? This, number 1. The last letter being the ik letter, it will become Guna. So Bo will become O. Therefore Bo. And the content of Shab is A. So Bo plus A, Ayani Sandhi, apply. So what do you get? Baba. Bo plus A is Baba. Baba. Here the last letter is A. Penultimate letter is Vakara. So no ik letters are there. Therefore sit cannot do anything. Just add. You get Baba C. Clear? You want to write this? Write. The same way for MIP. But something happens in MIP. It is not Patami. It is not Bhavami. Patami. Bhavami. One more rule is there. These rules are enough now today. So you need to remember Sarvadhatuka Pit, Sarvadhatuka Apit. Apit I have not done so far. We will do. We are going to do this tomorrow. Sarvadhatuka Apit will be deemed to be Kit. When it is Kit, listen here. When it is Kit, it will negate Guna. Simple. If it is a Kit, then this Karya will not happen. Why do we say Apit? By saying Apit, we are giving a name, Kit. Then, if it is a Kit, then Anga Karya will not happen. Simple. That much. Right? Naming is to perform some action. Naming is done to make it perform some Karya. So, Pit is there, therefore does Karya. Apit, we say Apit is Kit, and Kit will not do Karya. That is how it is.
Also, what we understand, Gu is Shab, first group.
Yes, Go is a first Gana. How do you know? Dhatu Pada. Dhatu Kosha you have? Yes. We will take more Dhatus and do. Right? You will do in the class. So we stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. There are about 1035 dhatus are there in first kana. If you know this, many dhatus you can easily derive. Some dhatus are exceptions. Many dhatus are, see, exceptions are always there. Okay. Gum will become gach and all. And forms also will change. The shru dhatu is there. Shru, shrunoti, shrunutaha, shrunvanti, not like this. First kana. Exceptions will be there. Barring exceptions, the declensions are simple. Dhanyavada.